So the first thing we're going to do is make pasta. And this is all from scratch. So it's all made with flour, eggs, a little bit of olive oil, some salt, some pepper, and a lot of hands. So this is, you love getting your hands dirty? Well, this is going to be the one for you. And look what I'm going to do. I'm going to pour it out on the counter. Will you make a little hole in there like a big volcano for me?
Oh, you made a mess.
Yeah, I made a mess. Not yet, but you got to see us in a few minutes. This now. I'm going to take this out, and I'm just going to add an egg in there. And I'm going to save that egg white because I have an egg wash here for our pasta to seal that later, and I might as well add that to it. We're not going to waste it. These are organically beautiful eggs. So, whoop, little egg in there. Let me throw this away. Don't want garbage hanging around. And then, oh, wait. Keep the crater. I'm gonna put some olive oil in there. A little bit of salt.
It's too young.
Then start. Now you can start by, you can use your fingers. It's a little bit cleaner if we use our fork. Get that moved in there. What you're going to do is try to make this into a dough, and I'm just going to look at it and decide whether or not I want another egg in there. Keep working it. Oh, there's another yolk for you. And I think I'm going to add just a little bit more olive oil too. This should actually form a dough by the time it's done.
Is it supposed to be like real creamy or more flaky?
Or is it supposed to be more hard?
James.
No more dough.
All right, one more. Open it up. Give me your crater. See, this is the fun part of cooking. It's the fact that you don't need to worry about a recipe all the time. Here, let's try to keep it on here. Let me grab in here for you. I'm gonna reach around you a little bit. Let's see what this feels like. Oh, it's a little bit dry yet.
Another egg?
No, I think I'm gonna add some more oil. And let's see how that works.
I'm not sure.
There you go. Last egg. Okay, so now let me grab in there, and you guys kind of go like this with your hands to get all that stuff off of there, and I just want to feel it a little bit and see how we're getting. Okay, just let me get in there. Okay, yeah, just scrape off your hands. Good job. Okay. I'm just gonna add a little bit of water, make this into a dough. You guys need to wash your hands to go to the next step right here. Yep. And I'm just gonna add a little bit of water to come together. And I have our water already simmering here for our pasta. It has the little bit of salt in it, so by the time we are ready to use it, it will be ready. All right, so we're just gonna continue to work this. You see how it's coming into a dough now? And it's turning a beautiful color of yellow. And that's all those egg yolks, getting all that flavor in there. But the key with a great pasta dough, you can use flour like we did today, bread flour. You can also use AP, all-purpose flour, or semolina. Have you ever heard of semolina before?
No.
Not really.
Okay, that is a little bit more rustic for the pasta. It's yellow. It kind of looks like cornmeal, so it gives it a little bit different color than you would see in just a, this color dough. It's actually a lot more yellow. Okay.
Looks like cornbread.
It does. Since that's kind of a dough, what I'm going to have to do, I'm going to break this up into 4 balls and just kind of let you each work it just to feel what the dough feels like. I'm going to wash my hands. And what I want you to do is just kind of roll it and smash it with your fingers and bottom of your hand. Try to make it nice and smooth, okay?
Yeah, I can.
I'll wash my hands while you do that. Good job. And then once we get all of those all ready, we're just going to throw it in this bowl back here, and I'm going to cover that with saran wrap, and then we have to let it rest. Why do you think we have to let it rest? Does that make sense? There's no leavener in this one, but it's a good thought. You were listening before. What do you think it does?
Hardens?
Exactly the opposite. It relaxes it.
This.
Because you're using all that work and all that rolling of it to create gluten. Remember from the bread one when we saw that stretchiness? That's what you're doing right now. And in order for the dough to actually relax enough so you can roll it out to make the pasta, you have to let it sit for a while so that all that gluten relaxes.
Like if you rolled it out right now, it just
It would zip right back,
Yeah.
and it would be fruitless. Every single time you'd roll, it'd come right back to you. They call that very, very tight dough. Oh, those are beautiful, you guys. When you get done with pasta dough, usually right when you're ready to work it, it kind of feels like your earlobe. It's very strange. Hopefully none of your earlobes are sticky, but it's supposed to be soft and supple and just kind of just squishy just a little bit. And so I always think about that when I'm ready to do my pasta. Does it feel like my earlobe? All right, so now we're gonna do our pastas. You see this? I want you to cut this and very, very, very gingerly right down the center. Just keep your hands away, right down the center. Good job. Now we're going to split those in two. Now feel that dough. Feel how different that feels. We are going to do one at a time. So you guys have to watch what I do down here with Holly.
Oh, snow.
Okay, just can I scoot in here a little bit? Okay, I don't want too much flour in here, but I just want a little powdering. And what we are trying to do is get this as thin as possible, and we don't want to tear it. So we are going to roll this out. And I swear it should be as thin as you can get it. Okay, so this is pretty thin. This is going to be, feel that? Feel how thin that is? It does, I mean, you can almost see the shadow of your fingers through it. And it is a little thicker on the end. Watch your fingers. Right. And guess what? This one will have you guys do ravs. And this one, so it's you guys, I'm going to cut it into two pieces and you get to cut whatever shape of pasta you want. Okay. I've got this chunk.
I'll take this.
And you can do long ones, you can do short ones, you can make circles out of it, whatever you want. So I got my water, it's simmering. That means it's not boiling, it's just simmering so that it doesn't bust apart the pasta because this is fresh pasta and it only takes a few minutes to cook, so we don't want to break it up.
Okay, so one at a time?
Well, it's kind of like this. We're going to drop it in one at a time, but watch me. See, I'm separating them as I drop them in so that they don't stick together. So you can come over and drop yours in too. Yep, those are going to take a little bit longer since they're bigger. But this way they don't stick together. If we do have some that stick, just keep those out.
All these air bubbles that I keep.
That's okay. You did your best. They'll turn out just fine, I bet. Good.
Let's do this one.
You can put that in just the way it is. That's beautiful. Yep, and then I'm just going to stir them up so they don't stick together. And look at that, it's already pasta. Keep dropping them. Good.
I still got a lot more left. I made some.
So I keep stirring.
If you want to, just move them around a little bit. Good. Very, very gentle. And we're going to put like 2 minutes, we're going to cook those. And then we're going to pull them out. Put them on this.
The other side.